discussion! Welcome back to Oh Right, we left this off right before a battle started.
Yeah.
Oh, lol.
Convenient.
Spelled with an E at the end? L-O-L-E?
Yeah,
Lol.
alright.
You want to see an adorable Pokemon? Don't be shy.
So, as you can see, this is a 30-minute part. That'll give us plenty of room to talk about how this is the... to talk about all the announcements that happened on September 13th, 2022, which in the context of this recording was yesterday.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start off with the Nintendo Direct. Gabe, tell us what you thought of it.
I'll just read my text messages because I can't really, say any more than I've already said, aside from, hey, that was a good Direct. Alright.
Actually, in that case, why don't I just go down the list of, a couple things I felt noteworthy, and we can comment on that, I guess.
Okay, that's fair.
You mean the Farmer's Direct?
Yeah, the Farmer's Direct.
A lot of farm games, yeah, what the fuck?
Including a remake of a Harvest Moon game. The GameCube one, to be specific.
Story of Sneasels. Oh,
yeah, Story of Sneasels.
Replay my whole Sims 2 seasons bit. I was watching that the other day. I was staying up way too late watching my favorite Smash King Games videos, which I never do, but I don't know why I did that.
Sometimes
probably because they're funny.
Yeah. Alright,
So, alright, we might as well talk in order of...
So I started off with Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem fucking Kamen Rider. They're like, oh, look, we have the power to use A and Hars, whatever they're pronounced.
What do you think, I guess as the Fire Emblem guy, what do you think of that one, actually, Gabe?
The new character designs are pretty sex, not gonna lie.
They're pretty sex?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I heard.
They ran out of colors.
What's a sec?
No, they're just sex.
Just a sec.
Yeah,
They are sex? What's a
yes.
sec?
1 second.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say about seconds.
Sex.
After first.
Yeah, sex.
Fuck!
So, yeah, they're pretty hot.
No!
Let's see, what else? I like the concept of using, fellow...
Watermelon head.
Fire Emblem, past lords and stuff. And like I said, Evan, they showed off Sigurd, Sigurd's pretty cool. Showed off Marth, obviously Marth's pretty cool. They had Celica, Celica's pretty cool.
I noticed that they had the main character that actually talked again.
I know, which is cool. But if they don't have my man, the Restoration Lord Ephiram, I'm gonna cry.
Unfortunately, I don't know who that is.
Ephiram is from Sacred Stones, the Game Boy. He's the twin brother of Erica.
I think it's so funny, too, when I was watching that, because I'm looking at this, this is Fire Emblem, isn't it? And I just see, what is it, that stained glass image? I specifically am able to pick out Lyn, one of the few characters I recognize, and oh yeah, it is Fire Emblem. But I was thinking it was, I was thinking it was Warriors DLC at first.
Honestly, I did too, because I saw all the, all the lords, and I was like, oh, heroes. Nice. Didn't they just come out with the expansion for 3 houses? But it's cool, I like 3 houses a lot. I even bought the DLC, which in my opinion added the 4th house. Was pretty fucking garbage, but it was alright. I'm excited, Fire Emblem. I'll wait. Probably I'm not gonna buy it day one like I did with 3 houses. I'll wait it out a little bit. Yeah,
so next thing I'm going to bring up is Fatal Frame, which I'm only bringing up because of a thing that I read about Suda51 and that series. Suda51's, I'm pretty much going to be reading right off of the tweet that I read this off of. Now that Fatal Frame 4 is announced for the West, I must share that Suda51's wife tortured him every night playing the series because he's terrified of ghosts, and he still agreed to direct the game for her.
What the fuck?
Makoto Shibata, the creator of the series, had an absolute... by the way, just to explain for those who don't know, Fatal Frame is a series where you take pictures of ghosts, and that's about all I know because I haven't played any of them.
Really fucking scary, too.
It's called Project Zero in Europe, and I think it has a different name in Japan as well. Anyway, Makoto Shibata, the creator of the series, had an absolute gamer rage moment when receiving Suda's side of the script and deleted every copy of it from existence, then felt bad about it and rewrote it from his memories of what he read.
Wow.
Then Shibata claims
Mormon shit.
Shibata claims he can see ghosts, so Suda asked him if there were some in the office. He said there was some black mist in the ceiling, and it immediately ended up collapsing. Suda ended up moving offices.
Jesus Christ. Japanese game devs are built
Fanny
different,
pack.
bro. What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, I like Fatal Frame. I think it's cool. It's definitely like...
It's a game where you take pictures of ghosts.
Yeah. I
There's
think it
puzzle
looks
elements and
interesting. I
horror.
definitely...
Already have Phasmophobia.
It's older
Hate to
than
break it to you.
Phasmophobia.
I already
older.
have Pokemon Snap.
Ooh, true.
If I
Take
recall,
pictures of gas and shit.
the first Fatal Frame was on PS2.
You'd be correct.
So anyway, yeah, there's that. And I just felt like bringing that up just because it's funny. Let's see, Xenoblade added the thinnest girl I've ever seen through DLC. I mean, I guess she's a robot, so it's not that big of a deal, but still.
She is a robot, but I feel like there's gonna be a gimmick with her where she's not actually a robot. Because they keep saying like, because throughout the direct they were like, and she's a robot, like, so, like, that just means to me that she's probably not a robot, and there's some other gimmick in play.
Yeah, you know,
I know.
usually
Is she just Oriana?
No,
Like
because
no waste.
Oriana's no, she definitely does in the midsection.
Okay, next on the list, which side do you pick for the next Splatfest? What would you bring to a deserted island? Gear, grub, or fun?
Nobody likes three-way turf wars. Nobody likes three-way turf
do you mean?
wars.
Oh, they like
Bro,
it
it's
until
just
they're
too-
winning.
it's- Well, the problem is, right, is it doesn't matter what side you're on. If, like Evan just said, if you're winning, they gang up on you. Cool, fine, easy, whatever. But then you've got these, like, waffle stomper lobbies where they will, like, just
Can't
basically...
fucking call them waffle stuff.
I 100% will call them waffle stomping lobbies, you dog. So what they do is they, like, pick one whatever color, right? And they don't even, like, fight against each other. If they do, you know, it's usually just, like, one or two players, you know, gaining ground for their side to win. But they will just, like, fucking dogpile and, like, alt-tab delete to open task manager and end the process tree of whatever unfortunate team is the one that gets bullied.
Oh,
I mean, it's like Fall Guys.
My thing with Fall Guys, at least, is fucking Fall Guys is they're like,
all right.
It's so casual that
You know
like
what?
you can't take it seriously.
mm-hmm.
Can't be
So-
mad about it.
My favorite thing though about the that first Splatfest was an image, like a drawing that somebody made of an inkling in the Yamcha death pose, and it just says stoned and paper cut to death.
I thought about Yamcha in probably exactly 8 years.
Yamcha.
Anyway, which would you choose regardless? That goes for all of you. What would you bring to a deserted island? Gear,
Wait.
grub, or fun?
I mean, I'm an Eagle Scout, so gear, because I can
Probably
make my
gear.
own fun. Like, if you have a fishing pole, that's grab.
That's true. That's true.
If you've got a
Blue and
machete,
real.
if you got a machete and like coconut trees, like that's grub.
Yeah, just gotta watch out for those.
If you got a
Honestly,
machete and a
this
stray
is honestly
rodent, that's
kind of a
grub.
stupid one.
Yeah, I
Also, it's not like a legitimate question, right? It's not like, you know, reflecting on their character. I
Yeah.
feel like people are just gonna be like, oh, well, I just want to be on the fun team.
yeah.
It's the old question of like, I don't know, like what album or what game would you bring to a deserted island? There's no question
also-
of like, is there electricity? Like, it's just sort of brushed aside. It's like,
The real answer is,
Sure.
if you're gonna bring a game to a deserted island, you bring a Ouija board so that you can ask the ghost to give you food.
genius.
All right,
And hope
all right,
it's not
all
a
right,
demon that you're accessing.
all right. So I think it's also worth noting. I like that meme that's kind of going around where they do like the Splatfest prompt, and like Shiver and Fry are doing like their genuine answers, and they just change Big Man's answer to, you know, it's like, no, it doesn't matter which one of them's better. Fortnite's better than both of them.
Big man. Funny manta ray.
Funny Manta. All right. Anyway,
That's random.
yeah, there's that. I enjoyed seeing Donkey actually laughing when Octopath Traveler 2 was announced.
I don't
didn't.
like Octopath as a game, but goddamn, that soundtrack is.
I didn't finish it, and the reason I didn't finish it is because, actually, because I had to move on to other games. But I remember really not liking how the dungeons were way too small to warrant the amount of grinding you needed to do for the boss fight.
True.
So, like, you basically would just spend 30 minutes walking around in circles just so that you could grind until you were level fuck you, I guess. It sucked, actually.
Similar to Xenoblade 2.
I have not
Early
played
game.
any Xenoblade games, so I cannot comment on that.
That's fair. They changed it up in 3, which I'm really enjoying.
Alright. Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life gets a remake, but it's called Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life now because legal shit, but hopefully enough people know. I like to imagine that the reason they're making all these Harvest Moon remakes is just to nail it in the heads that internationally it's called Story of Seasons now.
It's probably just because of Stardew.
I
and,
mean,
like,
yeah,
Animal Crossing.
that's the actual reason, and like also just because remakes are the big thing right now. But I love to imagine that it's that, just because I don't know. It's kind of I don't know. It's just kind of a fun idea to have.
Oh yeah.
And also, there are people who still don't realize that that game that just came out that's called Harvest Moon is not actually Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
Not Harvest Moon in what sense? Like, it's not made by the creators of Harvest Moon, or that it's just an entirely different game from Harvest Moon?
Okay, let me
Yeah.
explain the Harvest Moon legal situation again.
Because, well, right, I remember the legal situation, but I'm trying to
So,
understand the differentiation between the games.
basically, because the series is called Bokujo Monogatari in Japan. Bokujo Monogatari is now Story of Seasons. Harvest Moon is now new games made from scratch by who were previously the localizers out of spite, I guess.
They just like said we'll take the brand name and run.
So yes, it's like a bootleg.
Oh shit! I just realized
Yeah,
we're doing a
essentially.
rival battle.
Truly the
Pokemon,
Dark
I
Souls
love
of
it.
video game names.
Brandon.
Yep.
Anyway,
Oh, we're fighting May.
yeah.
How'd she get the
No, we're
Slugma
fighting
already?
Brendan.
Or sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, Brendan. I just
He had-
always pick Brendan.
I believe he had the Slugma as early as
Not always picking the
as
girl.
early as the second battle, if I recall.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can slug my ball.
That's so weird, honestly.
Why
Actually,
would
I'm pretty sure the
pick
last
the girl
time
when I can pick the ninja guy.
I'm pretty sure that last time Brendan did have a Slugma, and that Gabe said the exact same fucking joke last time.
Yeah,
Every
probably.
time.
It's a very easy joke to make.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
okay.
Where'd he get
what
it?
kind of Pokemon does Brendan have?
A slugma.
Now, I mentioned Harvest Moon, and that's the only one of like the 4 other farm games that were in that direct.
Woo!
And it's like, cause like that's the only one I'm mentioning because like really like that one deserves attention just because it's kind of the genre codifier. Even if it's not the original,
Yeah,
it's,
it like set the tone.
it's the one.
Well,
you
what
know?
is the original?
Although I find it funny,
Minecraft.
I find it funny that Rune Factory is also in there because both that and Harvest Moon are made by Marvelous. Like you're making 2 of those now.
Rune Factor's like a fantasy Harvest Moon, right? I think I played that on the
Yeah.
DS.
And yeah, it's like a fantasy Harvest Moon. You know what? Can we add the Atelier game to the farming list? Because it's alchemy, not farming, but it's still like a similar idea.
Yeah.
Alchemy mod?
Oh, stop.
Sims 2 Alchemy expansion pack.
What?
Use it to
Sims 2 specifically.
Oh yeah, we got the item finder. I will almost never use this. Anyway, I'm off to look for new
Find items
Pokemon.
on your own.
I actually use the item finder. Sometimes I would bind it to select,
Well, okay. I don't
and
use
I
it.
like actually use it.
I think it's better in the DS games where you have the bottom screen to do stuff with it.
True.
Oh
Yeah.
that's very true.
It's pretty
Generally,
awkward.
Like any
to
game
watch
that
this
doesn't
game.
have 2 screens is really the Dark Souls of Pokemon.
Yep.
Stop.
All right.
I would like to say though, Harvestella, I'm interested in because the game has 4 composers for the soundtrack.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
I
I know.
feel like
They play all 4 songs at the same
I
time.
feel like there's a chance that it might fall into Square Enix's hole of it's not Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, or Kingdom Hearts, so we're just kind of not gonna give a shit. And then when it doesn't sell Final Fantasy numbers, we're gonna say it was a flop.
Oh, I love Square Enix.
Square Enix is like, okay, there are very few, like, from business perspective companies I'd straight up call bad, but Square Enix is one of them.
Yeah. But I changed my
Ooh,
tone when they
Enix.
announced that 500 song fucking rhythm game, bro. I'll tell you what, I
Yeah.
switched up real fast. I said, ooh, what?
Theater
Little
Rhythm.
bit
Yeah, it's like the
little
third
bit.
one in that series. I think it's the 4th, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What's the game?
Theater. It's a Final Fantasy. Actually, Dragon Quest has one too. It's basically Square's rhythm game series called Theater Rhythm.
Oh, word.
They had like 3 games on 3DS, if I recall. Anyway, next up, N64 games. We got Pilot Wings, Mario Party 1 through 3, both Pokemon Stadium games, 1080 snowboarding.
That's big.
Excite Bike 64, and Jesus fucking Christ, GoldenEye.
Oh yeah, I heard about GoldenEye.
That's huge.
I think the reason why GoldenEye made it on there is because, like, so they're doing a remastered version on Xbox because Rareware, you know?
Yep.
So I think they just figured, hey, while we have the license, let's put this on Nintendo Switch. What's funny is apparently the Xbox remaster does not have online play, but the Nintendo Switch straight emulation does.
Another thing too
Weird.
is that Rare made like I guess a reimagining of GoldenEye back on the 360, but it was fucking ass.
I mean, what did Rare make on the 360 that was good?
Honestly,
Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts?
Sea of Thieves wasn't on there with 360 though, wasn't it?
I thought it came out 360, didn't it?
Did it come, I thought
Anyway,
it came to one.
I want to bring
I could be wrong.
one more thing about the GoldenEye
Oh yeah, no,
thing.
you're right.
I want to bring up one more thing about the GoldenEye thing. I find it fucking hilarious that the copyright blurb is 5 lines long.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how much of a licensing shit show the game is.
The game and of course James Bond itself.
Yep.
Even.
Wait, can we talk about the Stadium games for a sec?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I never watched Nintendo Directs because I have played like 6 Nintendo games in my entire life. So I just rely on my friends who think it's relevant to just tell me the information.
Wow.
And the guy who was telling me about it fucking didn't mention the Stadium games. He mentioned GoldenEye to me, which I don't care about,
Yeah.
but he didn't mention fucking Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, both Stadium games are on there, and because there is no Game Boy Nintendo Switch Online, nor is there any Pokemon Home support, these are rental Pokemon only.
Yep.
Oh my god. Can you even beat that game with just the rentals?
Yes, you can. As somebody
Really?
has done it not only with rental only, but a randomized rental run.
Oh my gosh. I guess
Gabe-
I haven't played it since I was a
Gabe,
kid, but
you have
Dark
nerves
Souls
of
Pokemon
steel,
Stadium.
my god. Oh my god, that Pokemon's
No, no,
got
no.
nipples.
No, I didn't beat it.
People have.
With
Oh.
rentals, but people have, yes.
because like aren't all the rental Pokemon?
I
like,
thought you
level
said you
50?
did it.
No. I am
Yeah, I
not
thought I heard
merely
you did
paid
it.
Pokemon Stadium with rentals only, but I have seen streamers do it before. One Ray Narvaez Jr. comes to mind immediately.
Yeah.
Because like that sounds fun to me. I mean, these days, I'm always looking for challenges with Pokemon.
Yeah.
True, it is a fucking goo goo gaga game.
We didn't get a GameCube Nintendo Switch Online, but honestly, I'm not too surprised because like with the order they've been doing this, like NES launched in 2017, SNES in 2019, and 64 in 2021. It's frankly not. I think they're doing this every 2 years on purpose, personally. So yeah, okay. Next on the list, my personal favorite announcement of the Direct, even though it was a smaller one, Eve remake on Switch.
Yep.
It's because
Yep.
it's funny because like I did the commentary of the like the original version finally because like well one I had intended to do a long time ago. But then I heard about the remake and I'm like, oh shit, I was gonna do that commentary. So like, but honestly, like now that it's on Switch, that's like easy recording, and it's like kind of a shame that I won't be able to do it. Like I don't like it'll be feel too soon to do it when it actually comes out.
Yeah.
Like I'd say give it like maybe a season or 2 before actually going into the remake for the commentary because I'm picking that up day one, obviously. Eve is one of my favorite RPG maker horror games. So,
Then a double para.
all right, Mario Strikers DLC, Pauline and Diddy Kong.
Fucking whatever, Mario Strikers, bro.
Mario
Isn't
Strikers?
Pauline a Team Fortress character?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the scout.
That's Pauling.
She's the scout. Oh, it's Pauling. You're right, not Pauline. God damn it, I'm an idiot.
Mario
I've
just been, like,
Strikers.
We're seeing to my
Like a
gamer
bunch of-
license.
I know.
I just
know.
played TF2 yesterday after like so many years of not touching it.
I know
A lot
everyone's
of people do that.
pissed about the update model with Mario Strikers, and rightfully so, but Mario Strikers is still the best Mario sports game, bar none.
That's crazy that you're literally disparaging Mario Hoops 3-on-3, which is the greatest Mario sports game ever made.
Okay, one, I haven't played it, and two,
What about Toadstool
Number
Tour?
1, you're dumb. Second of all, you're stupid.
alright, anyway,
Plus ratio.
I'm gonna focus on the game real quick, because I got a trainer quote I like coming up. Okay, I have foreseen your intentions. I cannot possibly lose. Not that one, but this one. I fell off Cycling Road.
Oh no.
I'll get over my embarrassment by battling with you.
Are you okay? I mean,
Is bro
I actually think it's
dead?
should we
Only like
take you
that. I
to a
think it's-
hospital?
I think it's only a 6-foot drop.
Oh, okay.
Is
Alright,
bro okay?
Tall people
But
just
also-
banging their
also-
head on the cycling road.
I've foreseen your intentions. I cannot possibly lose. Things spoken before unfortunate events.
Exactly.
Alright.
I'm a genius. Oh no.
So we
Oh
have...
no!
Alright, so next up, we have the window for Mario Kart 8 Wave 3 DLC, which was, honestly, it's coming exactly when I was expecting. I knew they were doing the three waves a year format, considering it's 2 years long and there's 6 of them, you know, it just kind of made sense.
True and real.
But we only know 2 of the courses so far. It's Merry Mountain, which I don't know if that's from Tour or if it's original.
It's tour.
Okay, it looks beautiful either way.
This is very Christmas.
And DS Peach Gardens, which was
Peach
also on Wii.
Garden. Woo! Peach Garden.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Chased around by the chain chomp in the fucking bush maze. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know anything else, but Peach Gardens is solid. I don't feel like either of those two stand out as that one, like how the Wave 1 had Coconut Mall and Wave 2 had Waluigi Pinball, though.
Yeah, that's why I said in my text, I was like, the other 2 maps better be good, otherwise this one's mid.
All right. I just want to bring up real quick that I find it absolutely hilarious and also depressing that not only did Nintendo Switch Sports not launch with golf, it has been delayed. Something is seriously, like, they must be having a lot of trouble with that one.
Look, Evan, you gotta understand. Chumbara. Your honor, I rest my case.
Chumbar is so fucking good.
So funny, bro.
I love it.
Chumbara.
I love it so much.
I like how, even if it came later, they did re-implement Matt.
They did, yeah.
They brought back Matt.
The man
Oh, God.
himself.
And he's still absolutely disgusting at everything he does, so...
True and real.
Okay, and then Miyamoto showed up. I thought we were going to see the Mario movie trailer. I didn't know the Mario movie was delayed to next spring, but...
Yep. Instead, we got Pikmin.
Pikmin 4.
Pikmin.
Fun fact, I still haven't played any Pikmin game.
Pikmin. Neither have I. That's right.
I
Pikmin.
You know
played
what,
like
I-
a little bit of 3 on the Wii U.
Yeah,
I think
I
they're
also
very
did
far.
play it, just because that was the game that we got free with Mario Kart 8 on Wii U. But
Yeah, that's
I
right.
want to get a physical copy anyway.
I was like, I've
because
never
it's
played
me.
this game. Like, let me try this out, and
It's
then I
me.
like didn't get anywhere.
Yeah.
I'd probably appreciate it more now since I've gotten more into strategy games.
I also find it
Pikmin.
absolutely hilarious that he spent like 20 seconds on Pikmin 4 and 2 minutes on the mobile game that had already been out for a year.
Pikmin Bloom. Hell yeah. Pikmin Bloom go
I'm not
crazy.
like honestly, I'm
Oh,
not
wheels
surprised they brought in Miyamoto to talk about that too, because like ever since the series started, Miyamoto like has wanted Pikmin to be one of Nintendo's largest IPs, and while it's really not there yet, he's clearly still trying.
Bro,
He's
they got
next.
Miyamoto Musashi from the grave to talk about Pikmin.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yep.
Yeah, they just like got a bunch of Pikmin to like just drag him out of the grave. You know.
By the way,
Yeah.
I just want to note it was completely unintentional that the way I said "ever since" was identical to "ever since" the first video game, Road Rash for the Atari Jaguar. Anyway, all right, Harvestella is a game that we already talked about.
Yeah.
We got another Bayonetta 3 trailer.
Just,
Yeah.
I
oh,
gotta say, I
God.
really like how Bayonetta looked in that casual outfit, actually.
Holy sex, I know.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, it's Bayonetta 3, it's gonna be great. I still need to play 1 and 2, but it's it's gonna be great.
Hey.
You haven't played 1 or 2.
I own 1 and 2. I just haven't played them.
To be fair, I've only played 1.
All right. Anyway, okay. Capcom, I know you want Resident Evil to be like your big thing, and it kind of is right now, but Jesus fuck the cloud versions.
Yeah.
And
I was briefly excited for when they announced a Resident Evil port. I was like, oh, maybe I can pick up the remake of 3, and it's
All
like
right.
the cloud versions.
Here's the thing. The image I saw that they showed off, first off, great marketing, was tall vampire lady.
Yep.
And then I'm like, and I see it's
weren't
Village, and I'm like,
Resident
oh my
Evil.
god, if it's Village, this has to be a cloud version, but please not. And then they immediately see the cloud version. I'm like, god fucking damn it. The thing is, too, I feel like 7 and the remakes of 2 and 3 could probably be optimized to run on Switch without much trouble.
Yeah.
But Capcom clearly doesn't want to do that.
This rollout type beat is crazy.
Rollout is rollout. It's Whalmer.
That's him.
Bye, Whalmer.
He's really out there, and he's really down there in hell
Yep.
now because he's dead.
Okay. Okay, what's next on the list? Tales of Symphonia Remastered.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool. Pretty nice announcement.
Yep, coming
Love
to
that
Switch.
Still haven't beaten the first one.
It is based on the PS3 port, and the Steam version, and which in and of themselves are based on the inferior PS2 port that was Japan only. And that means that it's 30 FPS as opposed to the GameCube version, which, with the exception of the overworld, was pretty consistently 60. Let me tell you something about this, okay? Something I find absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the 30 FPS of the later ports is apparently hardwired into the game's coding or some shit, because even modders cannot figure out how to get past it.
What?
Even modders can't improve the frame rate.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, if you want Symphonia on Switch, I mean, it's right there. It's also coming to PS5. No, not PS5, PS4, and Xbox. Although I guess anything that's coming to PS4 technically comes to PS5 just by default.
True.
You know, I still have my GameCube original, but I think I'll be picking this up anyway just cause. All right. Time for let me ask a question to all of you except for Daniel, because he is not relevant to this.
Yeah, fuck
Ouch.
Remember the beach trip.
Go cry.
Remember the beach trip.
Yeah.
Kirby's Return to Dreamland is getting a remake.
Yeah, I know. I pogged out of my fucking mind when I saw that.
Yeah,
Oh
It's
yeah.
another the outing.
You know that game has a special place in my heart too.
yeah.
Mostly from you and Gabe.
Yeah, I like the art style with like the thick outlines. It reminds me of Smash 3DS in that regard. I also like how the models are definitely more modernized, because I don't know, I always thought that the Return to Dreamland models were weirdly simplified.
Yeah. Schmood.
So I don't know if you know, like, a couple things of interest of it too. Something easier to notice is that they had some Nightmare and Dreamland mini games in there.
Yeah, I like that they brought back the samurai one.
Bomb Rally was in there too, I saw.
Bomb Rally, yep. The frying pans.
And also, a harder to notice thing, apparently Meta Knight used a move that's only on Star Allies.
Oh, sorry.
So it's creating the possibility that Meta Knight, DDD, and Bandana D will have their more refined Star Allies movesets.
Yeah.
The best part about this means that you can do Super DDD jump, though.
I know.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I mean,
and finally, the last thing on the list for the Nintendo Direct, at least, is the new Zelda.
sir, you skipped over.
Oh, yeah.
something that
What
really
did I
enjoyed.
skip over?
Atelier Ryza 3, bro.
Oh, the Atelier game? I
Yes,
I made a brief
sir.
mention to it.
I'm excited.
Okay, I haven't played any of those games. I
really like those games, and I really recommend them to anyone who likes to.
You know, I did buy one of them just because I was curious, but I haven't gotten around to it.
That's fair. It's one of the few game series kind of like Monster Hunter, where I'm like, all right,
I see.
I recommend. It's like one of the few games that I actually recommend to people, I guess.
Okay. The one I picked up just because again I was just curious was Atelier Sophie.
That's a good one.
Okay. I'm glad. Anyway, yeah, the new Zelda game, it comes out 3 days before my birthday.
Lucky you.
Ooh.
And
Is that a hint?
no, I'm gonna buy it on my own regardless.
Second Daniel.
Anyway,
Oh, way to spoil everything.
I like the name Tears of the Kingdom.
That's like I said in my text, that is such a fucking amazing title.
Oh, have you seen the box art yet?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I like the colors on it.
I saw it on Twitter. I very much enjoy that too.
Let me post it for everyone else though, like Carrie
Bro,
for
when,
example. Because
What are you
Carrie
talking
cares
about?
these things.
I
Next
spaced out
time
this
on,
entire conversation.
You know, I don't blame you, but here's this image of the box art for the new Zelda game.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is fucking
Will,
awesome.
That A
Yeah.
that you posted.
Oh yeah, I'm very cool. Do I get
Please
an A?
explain. You do get an A, or you get a however that A is pronounced.
I get an yeah.
How do you pronounce that? What is
When
that?
you can't pronounce it.
You can't
There's a
pronounce it.
No, there's a lot of conflicting diacritics in there. Like there's a nasalization. Okay, bro.
Oh, I see. There's more. than
Middy's
one.
going crazy in the background. I can hear.
Did you hear him?
I do.
You're
I hear the ding 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 of the bell. On him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's actually his rabies vaccine card.
Oh,
Yeah, cats are supposed to be vaccinated against rabies.
yeah, I didn't
no.
know that.
Nice. I wouldn't want rabies.
I
I imagine
Rabies
most
is
people
horrifying.
wouldn't.
Yeah, unless you're suicidal.
one of my
That's a horrible way to
friends
go.
When,
Yeah.
one of my friends when the new Zelda.
Should I cut
was
up the recording,
announced.
or do you want to say this on?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Next time on
Uh,
Smashing Games.